For me, ReBuild, it's very personal because I was here during quarantine. I have many friends who are artists and they suffered a lot because when you're on stage, you're surrounded by people. You have an audience and you kind of get your energy from that. But when you're isolated, you kind of break down and inside your mind goes a little bit somehow. I mean, I know about my case. I was like, okay, I need people, I need interactions. So I went with this parallel. You have the human psyche. It has to adapt, well, rebuild. You say, okay, this happened. This is a hurdle. Need to do better, see what I can break down, take the good pieces, rebuild, and move forward. So we have the dancer who is on stage, surrounded by people. We have the city rush, the first picture. Everything's happening so fast, everything is so busy. And then there's the crisis. She becomes isolated, and everything is closed around. And you're like, okay, this is a new setting. What can I do? I can take off my beliefs. I can take off what I thought about the world before, and then gradually is breaking down, just like the old houses. You're breaking down from the roof, and then you go to the base, and then you build on it, and then you set yourself free, and that's how I see it. It's a surprising team, and when you come here and you see the bodies of work, maybe you don't really understand at first glance. So what I would recommend they do is read the stories, because the ideas are very strong, very well put together. And I expect them to meditate a little bit about what they would rebuild in their life. That's why we have the wall. They say, what would you rebuild? If you had the chance, what would you break down and start over again? So we want them to live with this idea of, okay, there is something here. What can I do with my life? What would I rebuild in my life? Seeing all of these bodies of work. So, for example, we have the Ksenia's photos. They're the last ones, and they're purposely put the last one because it's like, okay, very banal photos. Like these are normal day-to-day photos that you see. You can see it anywhere, nothing special. But when you read the story, you realize that's Hiroshima. So the photos were taken in Hiroshima. And to shoot something that's normal day-to-day in a city that was wiped out, everything was destroyed, and then they rebuilt everything from scratch, giving me goosebumps. It's like, that's the essence of the whole exhibition.